Hey, Frontline fans, welcome back to Comic Frontline and Fans. You're with me, Mike Spider-Slayer, getting ready to bring you another TV review. And today, fans, we're going to be talking about Arrow, otherwise known as Guilty. That's right, fans. Now, if you're a fan of DC Comics, Green Arrow, or whatnot, you're going to love this episode because this episode had a lot of Easter eggs in it, and it was great. Basically, though, what the episode focused around was Ted Grant, otherwise known as Wildcat. Excuse me. He is the one that has been training Laurel to learn how to fight. Now, in previous episodes, I wasn't sure when we saw this trainer if I really knew what his name was, and where I first got an indication of this was today. For the first time, I realized is that when they were in the gym boxing, it said Wildcats Gym in the background, and I'm sitting there going, wow, that's pretty cool. And at first I didn't think that the trainer his name was Ted. I just thought they were just throwing back at DC readers or Arrow fans or whatnot at Wildcat just with the name of the gym, but I never expected them to have Ted Grant in the actual episode training her. And then that is who Ted Grant is. He has had this reputation of training other superheroes. So I thought that was really cool, but really it focuses around him mostly throughout the episode because he's being framed for a whole string of murders here. And then the other side part of the story is that we get to see the issue addressed with Roy Harper and what's going on if he physically killed Sarah or not. And throughout the episode, you're kind of thinking that he did. But by the time we get to the end of this episode, we find out that it was just a dream, and it was a dream brought up by the surface on previous events that happened. So really, that's what the episode really focused about. But some of the Easter eggs that were in here. One of them was the boxing glove arrow. I thought that was really, really awesome in the episode because you get to see great action scenes here with Oliver Queen and Ted Grant fighting when he finds his secret storage locker with all his stash, because you find out Ted Grant was a vigilante before the Green Arrow came around. And when they're doing this battle, you get to see Oliver McQueen flip over and he sticks an arrow in a boxing glove and he's like, boom, and lets it go and punches him right in the face. And I thought that was just so awesome there to to give nod to the fans of Green Arrow to show that that actual scene in the comic book. So that was really fun too. Again, you get the true name of who the trainer's been all this time, which was Wildcat, which I thought was really fun and just an original way of bringing him into Arrow, and it kind of makes sense that he's training Laurel to be Black Canary. So that was really cool too. And then there was what's it called? Then the whole name drop with Arsenal there. We get to see Isaac Stansler in this episode, who is Grant's sidekick, who is the one that's actually the one causing all these murders. And as he's fighting Roy, he just says, "Oh, you're another weapon in the arsenal." So it was cool as Roy Harper goes to Oliver Queen when they're actually talking with each other, and he actually physically gives him the name. He's like, well, why don't we call you this? Call you Arsenal. So I thought that was really awesome as well. And then at the end of the episode, you get introduced to the next antagonist in this episode, and you get to see Cupid in here, which seems really interesting too. I like the way they showed her character in the end of the episode. So that was also really fun. So this episode was probably one of the better episodes when it comes to Easter eggs. We get to see some of the flashbacks going back to I think he's in Hong Kong, which I don't find myself as interested as in those flashbacks as I was with the whole island situation, but it's part of the story, and it shows more teachings of what Oliver Queen was doing there. So yeah, overall this was a good episode. I thought it was fun. Great stuff here for DC fans and for Arrow fans alike. So after watching this episode, I'm going to give this one a 4.5 out of 5 stars. Really great stuff. So guys, tell me what you thought of this episode of Arrow. Did you really like it? What do you think of the season up until this point? What do you think of the revelation of what's going on with Sarah? We still don't have a conclusion here of who actually killed her yet. So yeah, really awesome stuff, and time will tell when Laurel actually becomes Black Canary. We just got the images yesterday on her costume and things like that. So, guys, leave me all those comments below, and as always, fans, thank you for watching Comic Frontline, and until the next comic book review, TV review, you guys can check out our website, comicfrontline.com. And if you guys want to check out our sister website over there, you can check out comicrelated.com, together with all kinds of news, comics, podcasts, whole lot more, fans. It's all there for you. So guys, until the next review, this is Mike Spider-Slayer signing off.